Hi everyone, welcome to my 21st Century Learning multimodal project. This week I was able to research a lot of resources regarding 21st century learning, which is generally I found the term to be defined as a set of essential skills and knowledge a student needs to succeed in a dynamic world with a changing society. And side note, emphasis on changing society that I'll touch on in a few slides. Another key fact I found through just trying to find the definition was noticing that there were many individuals who had their own interpretation of 21st century learning and their own opinion on it, good or bad, which I did not think going into this. So then the components that I found on 21st century learning include number one, learner-centered instruction. Number two, collaborative education for teachers and students. And number three, that learning has context. And then our last one is that schools integrated with society in multiple ways, shown in this picture on the right. The 21st C learner is, and a few of those include being an innovator, being globally aware, being civically engaged, being a problem solver, critical thinker, economically literate, an innovator, and a self-directed learner, going into that problem solver and critical thinker. And then the fourth one being, again, schools integrated with society, which I'll touch on more in a few slides. So the first one, learner-centered instruction. This one focuses on student-centered learning, not teacher-centered. For example, lecturing. Another one is project-based or hands-on learning. And one of the resources I found used the 4 C's, which is critical thinking, creativity, collaboration, and communication. And then another term that they used was being an innovative problem solver, using the 4 C's. And then the most beneficial resource with this learner-centered instruction topic was when I found the quote, learners learn how to learn on their own. And that's a large piece of this learner-centered instruction that I didn't know going into it, which relates to personalized learning. Personalized learning might touch on the teacher facilitating it. However, it can be navigated where the student is navigating the learning piece of that on their own with just a little guidance from the teacher. The next piece was collaborative education. So students must learn how to collaborate with others. It's a part of the world, it's a part of society, it's a part of something they're always going to need to know how to do. That goes along with learning how to work together, to discover new things, to construct meaning through the discovery, and in turn use design and creativity to use the research and build upon what the students know and are learning and working towards knowing. And then the last piece is recognize different strengths and talents others bring to a project to enhance collaboration. The next one, learning should have context. Students understand why they're learning something, how skills students are learning apply to their lives outside of school, and improves motivation to see value in knowledge students are learning. That piece of why is really important for students. I know in my second grade class, I hear it all the time. Why do we need to know this? So I think that's really important in their motivation and interest in learning as a whole, but in particular topics you're at hand teaching. And the last one, integrated with society. So this is a large, complex topic, but preparing students to be responsible citizens by modeling what it is yourself, and then creating event. This could look like creating events for the school community. And then with technology, our community reaches the entire world. So that's one thing that technology can offer with this integrated into society component. Okay, so the next steps for me personally would be to improve my project-based learning. I've started doing a gardening project with my students, and we go out and plant vegetables and harvest them when they're done, and then maintain each of the garden beds throughout the spring. But finding ways in the winter, when we're not outside, to be able to have some of that project-based learning. I want to expand my professional learning network to include some of this 21st century learning, different components with communication and collaboration, and expanding that and stretching that by communicating and collaborating with others who are not currently in my professional learning network. And then the last piece would be the use of TPACK can be integrated within 21st century learning in a large way, because TPACK is using the technology for a special purpose and design that can creatively help the students design their learning, where it also touches on the very first component of student-centered instruction, where the student gets to initiate it and kind of go through the learning process, start to finish on their own. And then I want to end us with, teachers know content is important, but the way students learn by having choice, voice, and discovery encompasses learning. And the last two slides are just references in order by slides until the end. Thank you for watching my 21st Century Multimodal Learning Project.